Hi everybody, me, Lisa T, coming at you with some positive energy. Lighten up your life with Lisa. Reading The Language of Letting Go by Melody Beattie. So we are reading June 16th. Feeling good. Okay. Having boundaries doesn't complicate life. Boundaries simplify life. So, as I've said in videos previously, I remember creating my first boundary like 2.5 years ago. And I remember sharing with friends, I'm like, oh my God, I created a boundary today. And then subsequently after that, I remember creating boundaries and and then sharing with a friend like, oh my God, this doesn't feel good. Maybe I should. And then trying to convince myself that I need to renege on a boundary because it felt uncomfortable creating a boundary, creating different boundaries at times because it was new, and I was so used to people pleasing and so used to making sure that someone else was okay and disregarding if I was okay. So it felt at times like boundaries like, oh, this is so complicated, but it's actually over time now that I've gotten into the habit and it doesn't feel so like as uncharted territory anymore. I see that boundaries do simplify life. It was more complicated before, so I was wrong. So yeah, having boundaries doesn't complicate life. Boundaries simplify life. There is a positive aspect to boundary setting. We learn to listen to ourselves and identify what hurts us and what we don't like. But we also learn to identify what feels good. So, and that reminds me of, sometimes if you're on a journey of like learning what you don't like, often, you're like, oh, I know I don't like that, I don't like this, I don't like that. It ends up, then you also get to learn what you do like, and what does work for you. So, it's a dual kind of thing that happens. Okay, so we also learn to identify what feels good. When we are willing to take some risks and begin actively doing so, you begin to take some risks and then start actively doing it. We will enhance the quality of our life. So this is all about enhancing the quality of life, enhancing your experience through life and your journey, and enhancing yourself. What do we like? What feels good? What brings us pleasure? Whose company do we enjoy? I remember too a moment, and this was like 5 years ago, telling a friend like, oh, after I hang out with this certain person, I feel like uncomfortable. I get home and I feel like icky and I need to like unwind so much more. And the friend that I was sharing that with said, that's okay. Like you're learning that, it just doesn't really feel good to be around that person. That's okay. They let me know that was okay. I was just so used to like letting anybody into my orbit and letting anyone, anything, any energy, like really into my orbit. I had no boundary. It's okay to learn whose company you enjoy. Another question, what helps us to feel good in the morning? What's a real treat in our life? What are the small daily activities that make us feel nurtured and cared for? We got to figure all these things out and question and ask ourselves, because then we can start to implement these things into our lives so we have a better experience. What appeals to our emotional, spiritual, mental, and physical self? What actually feels good to us? We have deprived ourselves for so long, too long. There is no need to do that anymore. No need. If it feels good and the consequences are self-loving and not self-defeating, then do it. Just do it. You matter. You are valuable. You are lovable. And you can love and value and make what matters in your life count for yourself. Here's your prayer for today. Today, I will do for myself those little things that make life more pleasurable. I will not deny myself healthy treats. Treats of a bath, treats of a walk in the woods, treats of, popcorn in a movie, treats of a good conversation with someone who lifts you up, whatever, little things. It's about the little things. Everything is little things. That's it. One more time, the prayer. Today, I will do for myself those little things that make life more pleasurable. I will not deny myself healthy treats. That's it. It's all about you, taking care of you, and letting all the rest go. Let it go. Mwah. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.